Hey guys, it is 101R Smith, and I'm back with more Gundam. This time we are introducing something a little new and a little different to the channel. Different but familiar in this case. We are going to take a look at the Master Grade SD Freedom Gundam from Gundam SEED. So, how did we get here? Seems like Bandai has tried to make things a little different and try to bridge some of their more different, obscure lines. We all know the SD line. Popular, very sticker heavy, but it's a good platform to try to get your paints down. And we all know the Master Grade line. The Master Grade line looking a little thin these days. You know, maybe three kits a year now, including a Katoki kit. It's a little dry, but we're still standing. So Bandai, with the SD line and the Master Grade line, decided to DNA digivolve them together into something different, fun, epic, and cool. And we have now the Master Grade SD line. That is now a thing. And so far we have two kits. The Freedom Gundam and we have Gundam Barbertones. I wanted to go for the Freedom Gundam specifically because I was into all of the hype for the Gundam SEED Freedom movie. I have seen it. I will not give spoilers, but I will say this is probably the Gundam SEED Freedom movie was probably the best parts of SEED I have seen since the original SEED when I was 10 years old. I saw that on Toonami back in 2004, and while it was a drag to watch as a 10-year-old, I did get to watch it again in high school and college. SEED was obviously the best parts of the Cosmic era. SEED Destiny, that is a mess of writing that could be studied and you can write college essays on. But I'm happy to report that the movie was actually pretty good. A lot of character redemption moments for characters I love, and that's all I'm gonna say. I do have the Rising Freedom, I do have the Immortal Justice. They are in my backlog. I have plans to build them after I come back from my vacation to Vegas. We're working on that. I've had the Master Grade SD Freedom in my backlog for a while, so I thought, while we anticipate for the movie, I'll build that up. And honestly, from everything I've seen and heard, this isn't just an SD with more detail and maybe a slight inner frame. This thing is very interesting in a lot of aspects, but why not just keep wasting time trying to hype you guys up? Let's just get into the review. Let's open up the box and see what we have here. Now we have the Master Grade SD Freedom Gundam, and I have to say, this was the most fun I've had in a Master Grade in a long while. Master Grades are becoming a lot more sparse these days, and also we're not getting a lot of deviation, it seems like, for the most part. And this one, when I built it up, I love the Freedom Gundam 2.0. That has been in my top 10 Master Grade list since 2016. I built the original 04 Freedom. I loved it when I was 20. When the 2.0 came out, I was a little shocked because it came out of nowhere, but I love that kit. It was like they took all the improvements of Gunpla over a decade, added some metal build flair, and added it into a near perfect Gundam. Just a head section, but we found a work away. Modders and third-party people out there. That was the best representation of a Freedom Gundam outside of the perfect grade I have ever found, other than a metal build. And they were able to put that in Master Grade form. The SD honestly takes a lot of aspects from that 2.0 build and scales them down into SD. And it works. A lot of the detail here is the same. The build structure is very similar. Honestly, there's some new detail in here that is given thanks to the abilities of and the proportions of the SD line. My personal favorites are the blue clear pieces in the wings of light, and also the eyes. The eyes aren't just stickers or just clear parts put in. There's a silver piece in the back which gives those fine camera details that you see in some of the clear shots or the close-up shots of the Freedom over two separate pieces of clear plastic. The SD Master Grade Freedom offers a bit more intricate detail that you would have gotten than in a traditional Master Grade because of the proportions and the scaling. This thing, there are no stickers in this kit. This is all fully color separated. Other than panel lining on my part, there is nothing special or nothing more I added to this kit. This is what you can get straight out of box, and it is immaculate here. And I would say this was the most fun build I've had in a while. we've talked about the looks, but let's see how it moves. So let's take a look at that articulation. As we always do, we start with the head. The head, giant head, 2-point ball joint. Can move up and down side to side. But you do need to be a little bit mindful of the wings and the V-fin. Shoulders, separate from the arms, can hinge out differently. The arms can go 360, absolutely no problem. You're going to get swivel on the bicep. You're going to get double jointed elbows. The hands are more of the old school style Master Grade hands, 3 thumb and the 1 with the peg on it. Some people might be happy about it, some people might be upset. It's up to you. You're going to get a swivel. The chest is the most surprising. You're going to be able to swivel right, down, up, and back. You're going to be able to bend it back. It supports the wings, no problem. You can't go 360 with the waist. You can barely even go 180 due to how the hips work with the rail guns on the side. Legs, honestly, for their proportion, they have a lot of detail. You're going to be able to bend. You're going to get shifting armor in the thigh. You're going to be able to get the ankle armor is on its all one ball joint in the back. The toes can move up and down and even go pivot left and right independently of the toe and the heel. The wings have a hinge where they pull out to the side if you want more ample detail. You can go swivel up and down and you're going to get these nice rigid of wings that are similar to the 2.0 Master Grade, but still completely different. And overall, the posability on this kit is just, it's everything you could expect from the 2.0, just scaled down in SD form, and in some cases slightly improved in my opinion. It's everything you could want in a posability. Now let's take a look at these accessories. So, just like the regular Freedom, you're going to get the standard Freedom layout. You're going to get a shield, and you're going to get a beam rifle. Nothing special about them, they function as they are. The shield, you're going to get a handle, and it's going to connect to the back of the right forearm. Unfortunately, you can't interchange which hands use what. That would have been a nice feature, but it is what it is. And they pose really well. They don't get in the way. The shield, you might have to tweak a little bit to get the poses that you want, but they don't really hamper articulation. I will say though, this is a kit that needs an action base. There's no... It can pose on the ground, but to get the more elaborate Freedom poses, you do need an action base, and you're probably going to need an action base 4 or 5. I tried to use a high-grade action base I had laying around to somewhat success, though I can't always get the angles that I personally wanted. You're also going to get beam sabers. They work a little different here. So they lock in using the pegs that they use for the hands. They lock in using that on the side skirts. You click them into the peg of the hand, they hold together. You can do beam poses, you can lock them Darth Maul style, and overall they look good, but I like the locking in functionality. You're not just clipping them in hoping gravity doesn't become your enemy, they actually clip in. And overall, the other pose, really you're going to want an action base because the most you're going to get is the wings, the rail cannons, the hyper beams on the wings. You want the full burst Freedom Gundam posing here, and you're going to get that with the help of an action base. The action base is plugged in to the back of the backpack. A compartment opens in the bottom of the backpack. You plug it in, and then once you get it plugged in and get your angles, oh my god, I had so much fun posing and taking pictures with this. This was really the cream of the crop when it comes to in this kit. This kit, when you pose, once you get the wings out together, they can go in, they can go out, they work well together. The giant V-fin doesn't get too much in the way, and overall, that's where the beauty of the Freedom Gundam comes from. It's gonna come with the pose. You really want a Master Grade level Freedom Gundam in a mini package in the palm of your hand with an action base. This works wonders. This works amazing. Overall, now that we put this thing together, what is my final thoughts? I love this kit. This is a kit I personally find to be revolutionary. We haven't had anything like this before. Just took the best aspects of the SD line, the small package, the QT effect, and they added the intricate details of modern day Master Grade, blended them together into one package, and I have no real complaints here. This thing looks beautiful out of box. I can't imagine if you wanted to paint it together and add more detail on your own. More detail than the original 2.0 Master Grade that this thing is based off of. Great color separation. Posability, it could be a little better, but for its design, it's amazing. It does everything you want out of a modern Freedom Gundam. I had so much fun putting it together. Honestly, the thing that keeps me in this hobby and not just wanting to play guitar 100% is fun, and this thing brought me so much fun and enjoyment that it reminds me why I love Gunpla and how much kids making something that you love in animated form, putting it together, and even in a different way like the Master Grade SD has been phenomenal. This kit is a beauty. I'm giving it a style ranking of a double X because this thing, there's nothing like it before. It did something great out of the first bat. It's not like Real Grade where it needed a few years to get itself together. You're not missing any color detail like you would in an SD kit. We just need more, because right now we only have 2. I would love for Wing Zero Custom to be added to the line. I would love for Exia or any of the Double O kits to get added into the line. The realm of possibility, just take a really good Master Grade, scale it down and retool it for SD standards, can do wonders. It could really bring life in the Master Grade, because we really need some life right now. The only thing we got coming is the narrative Gundam, so I'll take whatever Master Grade we can get that is fun and enjoyable. And I had a blast putting this kit and doing this review for you guys. So with that in mind, this is an amazing kit. If you can find it, go get it. It's under $50. If you're enjoying the Gundam SEED Freedom movie, go check it out. It was a lot of fun. Even if you're not the biggest fan of SEED, it redeems a lot of the characters, specifically from Destiny. And go build and go have fun. This is 101 R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace!